All right, hello, welcome back to the Binge Boys podcast. This week we're here to talk to you about a Jake Gyllenhaal movie. It's a remake of a Danish movie called The Guilty, also called The Guilty. But before we get into that, we must introduce ourselves. And with you today, my name is Enrique.
My name is Eli.
And my name is Tristan.
And we are what you call the Bingai Bungai Kungai, the Binge Boys. You damn right.
Yep.
Guys, we got our answers, right? We got our prayers answered. We got a movie that was under 2 hours, and not only was it under 2 hours, it was under 100 minutes.
Yeah. No, it's
No
facts.
kidding.
That's a beautiful thing, time
But
wise.
the payoff for that is that we got one of the slowest paced movies.
Yes.
That's actually probably a movie that people like us aren't meant to review.
No, not at all.
Because we're a little too stupid for how well this movie should have been. All right. So if you guys were looking for a thorough, great breakdown of The Guilty, the Jake Gyllenhaal version, sorry, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
If you're looking for people who don't know what they're talking about when it comes to film and media, then you're at the right place, man. Because we are some dummies and we are the most average people of average kind. So let me give you my average takes. Yeah. This movie was pretty fucking long for an hour and 30.
Yes, dude. That's how I feel.
I kept peeking at the time. I was like, this hour and 30 is going to be light. And the next thing you know, I feel like, man, it's been like an hour and a half, ain't
Dude,
it? And I check, it's
right?
been 20 minutes in the movie.
I know, man. That's how I felt. I literally, it was, that 20-minute point. I checked. I'm like, 20 minutes? Like, fuck.
And it's not even like the plot was bad per se.
No.
I think it's just one of those movies that's going to feel long no matter what. Like, did you guys ever watch Unfriended?
No.
No, but I know which one that is.
Yeah, it's the one with the webcam. There's a movie like that I watched as a horror movie. It's called something else, not Unfriended. But that was really good. But that movie was also super slowly paced. So I think when it comes down to these like one or two character movies that really drives on them, talking to people and lots of close-ups on your face,
Yeah.
they're always going to feel long.
Uh-huh. I was going to say, especially being in the same atmosphere for an hour and a half, like, and with not really any other visuals, it was just, kind of hard to, I don't know. It was hard for time to fly by, I guess, like some of these movies.
Yeah, this is just nightmare fuel for real life.
Yeah.
If you ever felt like, 911 wasn't the right decision to make, this movie says you were right.
Yeah, that's facts.
Because it just scares you and it goes, hey man, this guy, he's not even a real dispatcher. The only reason he's on dispatch because he got in trouble.
Yeah, because he's on trial.
Yeah, he's got a case. So he's here, untrained dispatcher. And on top of that, he misunderstands the entire story because of his justice complex.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fair.
Yeah, man.
I guess starting with a positive, Jake Gyllenhaal tried his ass off. Like, damn, this movie would not have been what it was without Jake Gyllenhaal, to be honest.
Here's the thing, though. I heard the Danish one. I went and looked it up. It had like a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes.
So
like
Netflix,
95.
so Netflix was like, you know what? That's a great idea. We're gonna do that.
Yeah, they were. Eli, remember Desconocido?
I do remember Desconocido.
This reminded me of Desconocido, right?
How they
my
made the
gosh.
English version.
Yeah, and that they said they're gonna make that English version with Liam Neeson, and then I never checked if they made it.
What was it supposed to be called? I don't know. I don't even remember.
Fucking unknown caller,
Yeah.
so stupid. But this reminds me of Desconocido, which you guys haven't seen. That it's a Spanish movie, very much like this, where it just takes place in one car. And he's driving, he's talking to someone on the phone, right?
That shit was
Love it.
fire, though.
It was
whole
fire as
movie?
shit. That's what makes me realize that it's probably because it's in English and that they try to remake something. I bet the Danish one is even better than this.
Probably. Yeah. No, I wouldn't doubt it.
I believe it. Because, personally, I really enjoyed this movie.
I thought they didn't work up to the payoff for me. Like, there wasn't enough
see.
hints that the lady was
No.
crazy.
That's how
Spoilers.
I feel. Dude, because I knew there had to be something. Like, so I
It
was
was going
making,
too well.
Yeah, I was making guesses this entire movie of like what could, just to keep my brain occupied, to be honest. But I was just fuming, just monkey shit, everywhere. And I honestly thought he was gonna be like mentally insane. Like we kind of got like fractured where the twist was, hey, haha, fuck you, you're actually mentally ill. So I thought that's what it was gonna be, is like instead of like helping 911 calls, it's actually just him in a psych ward in like jail or something, just like beating his head into a wall, thinking of just random shit. So I have a few points on why I
Shutter
thought
Island
that was.
type beat.
I have a few notes on why I think that is, and I'll talk about it. But I agree that I don't think the payoff was as good for me as it could have been.
See, I thought it was gonna have something to do with why he was in trouble.
They tried to do that.
That was wrong.
I feel like they focused too much on that instead of the phone call people, like the wife and the husband, because again, I feel like there was no hints that the wife was crazy until we got to that later part. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And at that point, it was like, well, something's got to be up here. Something's got to happen. And I think you had a really good thing there if there was, like, obvious hints to the audience that something wasn't as it was being, portrayed.
Right.
And then to him, he's like, no, I got to do justice. Like, if that would have made it a little bit better to me.
I agree with you.
But instead, they put too much focus on what was going on with him. Like, I feel like I got more hints about him having done something than I did about the wife and the husband situation.
Yeah.
Like, they kept being like, oh, you got trial tomorrow. Oh, we want to get your side of the story, sir. Blah, 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 blah. And stuff like that, so.
No.
Yeah, that's for true.
I thought it was, honestly, overall, I thought it was an okay twist. But, like, I don't know. I just got disappointed, I guess. Like, my main point on why I thought it was just gonna hit him being crazy, even after the twist, dude, was when his buddy was at her husband's house, and he's like, oh, I need you to change your statement, or change what you said about me, I'm gonna admit what I did, and he's like, oh, I can't change my statement. I was thinking like, oh, his court case was supposed to be tomorrow, but in reality it was yesterday, so that's why I thought he was already in jail, but then that didn't happen. That, and they already said that he killed someone. So I was like, oh, cool. Like, he's already, mentally ill.
Yeah.
That would have made a lot of sense. That was pretty much my only prediction, was that I thought it was going to have to do with that. I wasn't expecting this twist, but, obviously this movie deserved something like that. So at that point, it made sense.
It's hard to predict that. Like Reek said, there's nothing there to kind of give you an out to think that.
Yeah, that's for true. But either way, I personally thought it was good. I thought Jake Gyllenhaal did a phenomenal job in this movie.
Agree. I think he tried his best with what he was given.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, you got to take it into context a bit. Like, this was obviously a small setting movie. They only had, like, 3 actors you saw the entire time. So, probably didn't have to pay a whole lot, but that's good for them. I thought it was I thought they did a good job with what they chose to do. So I was very content with this.
Shout out that Bill Burr cameo, though. y'all catch that?
I did catch that, yes.
Fuck you, buddy. Word. Yeah, this movie to me, it wasn't offensive, and and it was inoffensive. So for me, it was just middle of the road. I was just like, I watched that. Yeah, so like, if I were to give a rating, it would be a 5. Like, it was okay. Like it was whatever.
That's fair. I guess if we're probably we go into ratings already. There's really nothing to talk about. So again, I'm sorry if you wanted something out of this review, because you didn't get it, I'm sure. I would probably give this. I'd give it a 4. Just it was average, but it was boring. So yeah, 4 for me. Sorry, I'm a retard.
Oh, jeez. Well, you know what? I thought about it during the movie, and I've thought about it since then, and I'm giving it a 9, just because
What?
We all have our different opinions. I honestly, a lot of people agree with Tristan. I was looking up reviews, man. I was looking up reviews because I was like, I want to see what some people have to say. So yeah, there's a lot of people that feel the way Tristan does about this. So
I think that the way Jake Gyllenhaal portrayed this character was brilliant. Granted, he seems to play a character like this or similar to this in a lot of his movies.
This is just Nightcrawler too.
Yeah, I think he does a really good job of it.
Daycrawler.
Daycrawler and Zodiac.
It's Zodiac, yeah, dude. So, I mean...
The Zodiac Crawler?
The Zodiac the crawling Zodiac.
It provided... lot of good stuff for me, I guess. I don't know.
This has got to be one of those where like we all have just like someone saw something we didn't again. Like this is one of those.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey man, respect to it. I'm just shocked for someone who doesn't like slow burn that you liked it that much.
That's facts, yeah.
And what it was that I think legitimately the only thing is that Jake Gyllenhaal's acting had me very much interested. There was 1 or 2 points where I legitimately just had to sit up and try not to lose my mind. Because I was like, what's going to happen?
I lost my mind.
I wish I had that.
Oh, no, Rick, I lost my mind. Don't worry. It just wasn't for a good reason.
The words of Orange Cassidy's theme song. Where is my mind?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so that's that. Shout out Bobby Shmurda since we're talking about the guilty. I don't know why shout out Bobby Shmurda, but he out.
He not guilty.
He was guilty. He did his time. Now he's out. Yeah.
Hey, you know who is guilty? 6ix9ine.
No, he never served time, Tristan. He's just a snitch.
He's still guilty.
That's a free man. Free my man 6ix9ine.